watching It's Just K1. On the vlog this evening, we will be making some stuffed avocados. And this vlog also will contain the plant part 2. Don't ask. But hope you're all doing well. I'm fine. I want to get into this because I'm starving. And it's basically it's stuffed avocados with shrimp. And it's a mixture that goes in it. Almost like I read on the recipe ceviche. Maybe I'm not saying it right. I don't know. But we get ready to get into it, y'all. I am Kay. Happy Monday evening. And you are watching It's Just K1. Let's do it, y'all. All right, y'all. All right. Happy Monday evening. Hope everybody's doing well. This recipe is called shrimp stuffed avocados, and what it contains is small shrimp, a tomato, a third of a cucumber, a third of a red onion, a fourth of fresh cilantro, 2 to 3 tablespoons of lime juice, a half a teaspoon of salt to taste, 2 avocados, of course, hot sauce to taste, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. They said it only takes like 10 minutes to make, so I already sauteed my little shrimp here. Since my avocados are not that big, I didn't want this. They call for small shrimp, so these are my avocados right here, and I'm gonna cut them in half. So I fixed about 12 shrimp. So I'm gonna do, or no, I did 4. I did 4 for each, so I did 16 shrimp for 4, because it's gonna be halves for 4. So each half will get 4 shrimp put in there. So now I'm gonna cut up the other things that's gonna all go in this bowl right here, and then once I mix that up, I'll just stuff the avocados and get stuff wet already, y'all. Yeah, and of course I got on my, I know you can probably see this, I got on my certified house head shirt. Hope you all coming out Friday to Club VIP for the first Revs reunion / aka I Love House Music Fridays reunion. Yeah, y'all know I'm gonna get a plug. I'm gonna give the plug. I'm gonna get a plug. Hope you all come out Friday for the I Love House Fridays reunion and the Revs Revelations reunion. And we got how many DJs? 5. You got Murph E, you got DJ Blends, you got Maurice Joshua, you got the Mike Dunn, you got Hula Mahoney, you got I said Maurice Joshua, didn't I? And Murphy, DJ Blends, Hula Mahoney, Mike Dunn, and Blends. So that's 5. Yeah, that's 5. Y'all come remember. It's in the evening. It's in the evening. I'm tired. But y'all need to come out to Club VIP Friday night. You need to get there early. You can get there at 6 o'clock if you want to. I think it's, I don't remember the prices. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. I think it's $5 before 8. And after 8, I think it's $10 or something like that. Anyway, just get there. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's get it going. But back to my stuffed shrimp avocado. See y'all Friday, because I'm going to be there. And then I got stuff to do Saturday. I'm going to be wore out this weekend, y'all. But do not miss I Love House Music Fridays, the reunion. One of many. Let's get it, y'all. Back to the lecture at hand. So I'm going to cut up all these ingredients for y'all. And we get ready to get into it, because I'm hungry. I am hungry. So let's see here. That's the basic avocado. It doesn't call for much because remember the cucumbers are, because remember the avocados are small. So everything they wanted everything cut really small. So you don't have to cut a lot. This asks for a third. You got to think, I guess like what, this much will go in each avocado. See how this much? Like that much right there for each avocado. I'll just push that to the side. I don't even think I'm going to use this whole thing. How y'all doing this Monday? Monday is rough sometimes, y'all know that, because you're coming off the weekend. I went to a fabulous party yesterday with Angie Pena. It was great. Right close to my house. I walked to it. It was a great party. Met some new friends. What I like about Angie Pena's parties are they are very similar to me to Daniel Spencer's events, because if you go and you don't know anyone, there are people there that are very friendly, and they will start a conversation with you, and it's not real cliquey, you know. Kim was there. I forgot her last name, but she sang happy birthday to Angie. And then they danced. It was great. She came around, introduced herself. So I like parties like that where you, even though you might not know everybody, you don't feel like you're just standing around by yourself, because people will communicate with you and talk to you. So we got 4. 1, 2, 3. So this, I think I'm gonna do it, because I don't think you need more than this. I've cut them small. So yeah, 4 little stacks. But the party was great and it was nice. I don't think it was so chilly. The temperature dropped all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. It got cold. But yeah, that was a great party. But like I said, Angie's parties to me are that vibe that's at her parties is very similar to the parties that Daniel Spencer does, the Leo party, and some of his other parties. I mean, I've only been to the Leo party, but I'm sure, like when he came to DJ at Lavu, it's that same vibe. It's that same vibe. I cut a little more for one of these. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need all that, because like I said, it's a half that it's going in. And they said on the recipe that if you have leftovers, just go ahead and use them with salsa. So all this is basically going to go in a bowl. This is probably good by itself. It's going to go in a bowl, and then what doesn't fit in the avocado, we will just, it said use, go ahead and eat it with tortilla chips. So that's not bad. Like I said, I thought this was over too much, but it's okay. So next we're going to get on to the tomato. And what else we got to cut up? The tomato and the red onion. And that's about it. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Like I said, I went to a fabulous party. Angie looked so cute, and so did the divas, the dolls, or the divas. Lady Alicia. And, you know, I'm charged to my heart. Dana. But everybody had a good time. It was a good time. She got 2 new little doggies. It was a fun time. Food, drinks, everything. They have performances by these fabulous break dancers. I will probably insert some of the dancing from the party, but I can't play the music, so I'll find some break dance music for y'all. So anyway, we're through with this, so we're gonna move on. This will be quick and fast, because I think with the tomato and everything, I think that's the only thing about the tomato and the onion that I have to cut up. I'm going to do it Speedy Gonzalez fast. So that's this. This is a cucumber. It calls for, like I said, cucumber, cilantro, red onion, the tomato, the shrimp, and the avocados. And it's just mixed together in a bowl, and then you stuff them. And you clean out. They want you to leave 50% when you slice the avocado. I have to leave 50% in here. So they don't want it all the way scraped out, but leave some at the bottom, and then you'll have room to stuff. So we're going to see how that goes, y'all. You are watching It's Just K1. Hope you all been checking out my vlogs. I just uploaded one the other day. It was Why Women Single? Why So Many Women Single? Hope you check it out and check out some of my other vlogs. Welcome all the new people to my channel. I appreciate you. Come on in for the crazy, and all the returning people. You know the deal. So we're gonna get on into this, and I'll be back in a bit. Please hold. Ready, y'all. Here's your tomatoes and your cucumbers, and I'm going to add these onions on the same platter. And next, I think we're going to work on the limes. And then the last thing, I'm going to scoop the avocado out, because it's all going to be mixed like in a bowl and scoop back in. So looking very pretty, very colorful, very colorful. So, we'll roll with the limes next. The limes are, oh, this onion got to be covered up, Lordy be, child. Burning my eyeball. It's a big boy, ain't it? Big boy, he's tearing me up. Anyway, hope everybody is having a great week, starting off week. So okay, the limes, we need the limes, and next is the avocado. I'm getting tongue tied. Next is the avocado. So let's get the limes. The limes are just going to be squeezed. I need 2 to 3 tablespoons of lime juice. So normally I put the lime juice in a bowl when I squeeze them. I think this is the famous bowl I use. And all I'm going to do is squeeze the limes. Got the lime limes here. I had some other limes that I had already in the refrigerator. And this is the squeezer thing I use. I got this from Walmart. Anybody looking for it? I forgot the brand. But it's good. I mean, I've used it before. You see me use it before, like making the drinks and stuff. So, let's back a little bit. So, I'm going to use it. It smells so good. Make me want to have a cocktail, child. So you put it in there like that, and then all I'm going to do is have it over the bowl. It squeezes the juice in there. And I think you all have seen me do this before many times with different recipes. And I just squeeze it and squeeze it and squeeze it. And this will probably be, that's probably a teaspoon, but I need like 2 to 3 tablespoons. So I'm going to do that. That's how it comes out looking like a little pancake. Okay. These are soft and mushy, but they got a lot of juice in them. So I said 2 of them should be enough. This is gonna taste so good. I cannot wait. Oh my god, someone taking the picture. I'm ready to just eat it and tear it up. I still got some. Okay, let's cut the other one. Yeah, I think the last time I used this utensil was when I had the daiquiri. That's when I used it. Turn this sideways so you can see it. It's a heart, little baby. There you go. Go ahead, girl. Okay, and then the last one. Oh, a seed came out with that one. The last one. There you go. So that should, oh, don't squirt me in the eye. This should be over enough. This provided a lot of juice. Look at that. Made me want to drink. Okay. So when we come back, y'all, we're going to hit the famous avocado. We're going to scoop them out. And when we scoop them out, we're going to put the stuff all in the bowl and get it together. Please hold. All right, we are back. You are watching It's Just K1. Welcome to K-Town, land of crazy. I am Kay, and thank you for joining my channel and coming to the land of crazy. Happy Monday. We are making a shrimp stuffed avocado, and now we're up to the avocados, which we're almost done. I don't have, the recipe called for 2 big ones, but I have 2 small ones, but I'm going to cut it in half. So the recipe also called to scoop out 50% and leave some in there. Don't scoop it all the way out. So we're going to do that. That's a nice size one. And then I have another one over here. So I have the 2. So I'm ready to cut it, and then I'm gonna scoop the inside out. Slide. So I'm just gonna go around. Okay, you all know how to do the avocado. You just twist off. Boop. So I am going to take out the big. Come on, get on out. Come on now. Anyway, we're gonna do it like this. Let me get a spoon. It has to scoop out and leave 50% in there, right? So these are all soft and mushy. It doesn't matter. They didn't want them to be super mushy. The recipe said don't have them super mushy. So I'm gonna scoop this out, and I'm gonna leave some at the bottom part. I'm gonna take the majority of this out. So as you see. Because the reason you're scooping out and leaving some, you're going to fill it back with the contents of it. So that's in there, but I want to take a little more out. Okay. So, because I have, remember, 4 shrimp that I want to fit in there. So I think that's pretty, let me take a little bit more out. Okay. So, take that out. Probably could have used like a ice cream scoop too to get it out. I'm gonna take that out, and I'm gonna add this to the bowl. And remember this, I left some in there. You see how much I left in there. I'm gonna set this to the side. And then I do have the bowl over here. Nothing else is in the bowl yet, but this is the plastic bowl. It's just a regular plastic bowl. And I'm gonna take the part I took out, put it in here. And do the same thing with this. I normally pull these out. I normally pull it out with a knife. Okay. So, doing the same thing. I'm gonna scoop out. Get a big chunk out. So I'll leave like 50% in here. This is almost about the same amount I left in the other one. Okay. I'm gonna set that to the side. I'm just gonna put this in the bowl. Because all this is going to get mixed with all the ingredients that I chopped up earlier. Okay. Even get this little bit off this. Put this in there. I use avocados. I mean, I make avocado toast a lot of times, or I'll have avocado toast and just avocado on it. I'll add eggs, scrambled eggs to it, tomato, a lot of everything. Okay, so we did one. Now we're gonna do two. Let me rest my hands off. So I can grasp the avocado. Okay, so now avocado number two. They don't leave a lot, but I guess once you start mixing it up with all the other stuff. Okay, so avocado number two. As you see, here he is right here. Woo! So let's get that one going. And all I'm doing is cutting around it. I'm just going around. And you do your little twist off. There you go. Fairly easy. Let's scoop out. And I could have used it just like this, but I have a lot of stuff I'm trying to put in here, so, you know. Whoop. Okay. There you go. Trying to leave like the same amount I had in the other one. It was kind of like that. That's number three. Yeah, avocados are so good. I mean, they're so good. I'm gonna, oh, shit. Pop one out. Okay. Let's get this out. This out. Okay. And again, I left some in there. They said leave 50%, but once I fill all this stuff up, it's gonna, you know, I want mine to be deep because I want a lot in there. Greedy. So we're putting all this in the bowl, and now we're going to add the ingredients. Let me get this off this little bowl. We're going to add the ingredients that got cut up, which are the tomatoes, the cucumbers, the shrimp, and the red onion. Yeah, it was a lot on this, on the outside of this one. Okay. So that's what we're doing now. The plant, child, y'all will see. Y'all will see what happened. Okay. So, oh wait a minute, add some more now. Okay, so anybody have any recommendations for, like right now what I'm using to edit with is Microsoft Editor that's built into my computer, but I need to bump it up to another type of software because I've been having problems with it, that it takes a long time, not to get the video together, but it takes a long time to put it into an upload and be ready to shift over to YouTube. I mean, that video I just did recently of how come women are still single, I fell asleep really doing the upload, but it hadn't did anything. It got like, just think if the line was this long, if the upload was this long, it got like right here, and then just nothing. So I know what it is. I need to bump it up and get a subscription to some type of service to do my uploads, but I'm not very tech savvy with dicing and slicing. I like the simple ones. That Microsoft Editor is a simple one. Then I seen something called Champ something. That's an upgrade from Microsoft Editor, but that gets into a lot of complicated things also. And then the Champ one, I think it'll leave the watermark on your video unless you subscribe. You know, it's a lot of them like that. So I'm trying to find, I'm shopping around, I'm looking around, trying to find something. I want simple as possible. I don't need DaVinci. I don't need anything where I'm gonna spend more time trying to find out the technical aspects than just upload and put my stuff on there. I put my music on through YouTube. Plus, I found a new site that I got from Shaylin for some music that won't be copyrighted. You know, so like I said, I'm just trying to find a decent software, reasonably priced also. So far we got our 4 avocado shells, or whatever you want to call it. Look like little turtles. So that's these 4. But right now we're going to mix up the ingredients. Let me push you back a little bit. Okay. So right here we have, we have the avocado. So this is the avocado that came out of those 2. Very nice and colorful. Very soft. Move this out the way because we're through with this. And we're going to mix everything together and then stuff. Okay. So, put this here. Here are the ingredients that we cut up. We cut up the, this was the cucumber. That's the red onion. And these are the tomatoes. And we're going to add that in. And it, like they said, the leftovers you can leave in the bowl and just use a tortilla and use it like a dip or something. Okay, let me dry my hands. Okay, and we have the lime juice. Here are our shrimp that I had already sauteed. I did where I can have 4 in each one. So that's that. Mix those up in there. And get a little bit of that juice in there. I love these shrimp. Okay. And the shrimp came from Walmart. I have some left over. I showed it on the picture at the beginning. I use these shrimp all the time, but they asked for you to use small. I usually use the medium. And they're from Walmart. The brand is Great Value. Right there. And I usually use the medium ones, like when I do all that other stuff, and I've used the mediums, but this one requested small. And I'm sure it requested small because what we're doing is stuffing them. They don't want those big old shrimp, so I'm putting these back in here. These will go back in the freezer. Trying to get all the air out. Okay, move this over here. And then we got our lime juice, which is right here. And I'm just going to pour this in here and mix it all together. And then we're going to stuff. Put it in there. It's gonna be so good, y'all. It's gonna be so good. I wonder, am I gonna have to? Well, I'm just gonna be able to do it with this spoon. I have to put my hand down there. You know, I like putting my hand down in there. Okay, so I see how this can wind up being a dip, some type of dip. I can understand and see. It asks that you sprinkle on also salt and pepper, not salt, pepper to taste, and also a teaspoon, a little bit of hot sauce. Now, I'm not a person that likes hot or spicy, but we will see. So, you all tell me out there in YouTube land, is this how ceviche is made? Are these some of the same ingredients? Let me know. Cooks and chefs out there, kitchen, be whipping up stuff in your kitchen. Okay, so I'm whipping this up. And then this is going to be divided into 4, those 4 shells. I don't know what you want to call it, after the avocado was divided up. Smell good. You can smell the red onion. And I can, like I said, I can see how this could be a dip. Chopping this up. Big pieces of avocado. So it could be divided evenly. So I will put a little pepper here. I love me some lemon pepper. And you know the brand I use. McCormick, and I'm going to shake a little bit in there. I was finding out my pepper wasn't coming out because it was a big piece in here and it really wasn't coming out, and then I only think it comes out when I see it, but it was coming out. It was a big piece that was kind of broken off. So I'm going to put a ting of salt, a little bit of salt in there. Okay, and then it said a little bit of hot sauce. So I think I got Tabasco. think. Y'all, hold on. Got all other kind of stuff going on. Do I have Tabasco? I think so. Oh, yes I do. Okay. So I got a little, let me shake it up. I got a little Tabasco. So I'll put a little teeny bit in there. I don't want to put a lot in there and have it, and I'm supposed, oh I forgot, I'm supposed to chop up some cilantro to put in here. I forgot to even show that from the beginning. But right now I'll still do the 2 shakes in here of this. 1, 2. That's it. I have the cilantro, and I'm going to get that out the refrigerator right now. Ooh, that is strong. Let me get the cilantro. That's going to give us some good flavor, too. You know I buy the little, these all the time, mint cilantro. Let's get a little piece from out of here. Okay, I'm going to use these 2 pieces, and I'm going to chop them up. I don't need a lot. I mean, it's easy, it's hard, I mean, it's easy to grab a whole bunch of them and then chop it up, and then it takes over the whole, rinse this off, it takes over the whole, taste of it. Okay, so I'm going to chop this up right here on the counter, since it's just, really, I could have broke this up. I could have just, if it was dry, but I wet my hand. Okay, I'm just going to throw this in here. And then just continue to mix it up. And then it should be ready to roll, ready to stuff. I don't need the stems. But okay, so put a little more cilantro in here. Okay. Almost ready to go, ready to eat, y'all. Ready to eat. Let me see. It comes on these leaves, so it's kind of hard. Okay. I think that should be enough right there. Let me rinse it off. Put that over there. Yeah, I could just tear it and put it in here. Better than not, instead of standing there trying to cut it up, I can put it in little pieces. But I remember this from before. It's hard to get off your hand once you wet it. I remember that from, I don't even know what recipe that was. Okay, so let's close this up, and then still whip it up some more. Okay, so now we're ready to stuff, y'all. We are ready to stuff. So this is supposed to go into 4 of them. Let me rinse my hands for the last time. Okay, so now we need to plate them. And like I said, the rest will go in the refrigerator and be used for a dip or whatever later on. I mean, next couple of days or whatever. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is get a plate so I can plate them. And that'll be the end of it. I probably will sprinkle lime on them too. So please hold. Alright, 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 alright. You are watching It's Just K1. I am K, and we are back. We are ready to plate the shrimp stuffed avocados. So here they are, ready to roll. I think I'm gonna do them one at a time. Well, no, I'm just gonna sit them in here and do them. So that's 4 of them. Okay. So you know I love my little blue dishes. And this has like a little Aztec, a little Spanish feel to it. And then here's the mixture. And what this consists was avocados, tomato, a little bit of cucumber, cilantro, salt and pepper, and a little bit of hot sauce to taste. So we get ready to stuff these and the shrimp. So let me see here. Let me get these shrimp. Y'all know I'm gonna get my shrimp up in there. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just stuffing. I made it so I could get 4 in there, so at least I want 2 in there, even if the rest has to be used for a dip. Okay, so that's 2. That's 3. Okay. Just trying to spread them out. Oh, these came out good. This would be a good little appetizer to have. This would be a good little appetizer. You can make them up and then just sit them to the side and have them. And since it's they're halves. I mean, that'll look cute. That'll be cute. Okay, you need some more now. You got tomatoes in a lot of these? You know, a lot of tomatoes still in the bowl. Make sure you got tomatoes in there. You know, I love me some tomatoes. And yeah, the rest of this will be used as like a dip. Okay. It's looking good, y'all. Looking good. Well, it looked like I took out the right amount also of when I was taking it out, taking the avocado out the just need a little more something like that. When I was taking the avocado out, it looks like I took the right amount out, that I didn't leave too much in there. Okay. Got enough tomato. Okay, and I do have some left over. I don't want to stuff them to where it's falling all apart and falling out. But I do have it in there. Okay. And these were shrimp stuffed avocados. And like I said, I do have some left, and I'm going to tear these up because I sure made sure when I went to the store that when I got my recipe, I also got my scoops. You know, I love me some scoops. I can eat those plain. So we can get this cleaned up because we'll drop some down in here and show you the final product. Please hold. All right. We are back with the shrimp stuffed avocados. Here's the final product. You can see the avocado in there. You can see the red onion. You can see the shrimp. Those were the small shrimp. You can see the cucumber in there and the red onion. They look so yummy, don't they? And then over here, this was the leftover. Well, you could call it dip or whatever. And all I'm going to do is leave this in here and put a top on that bowl and probably eat that later with some scoops. That's the leftover. They said it might be some leftover, but they look good, don't they? Because I'm going to tear them up. And this is really 2 avocados, as you see, and they're just cut in half. You could do this recipe more with larger avocados, because they said the avocados for the recipe should cost like $2.99. At the store, at Walmart I went to, they didn't have any large ones. All of them were the same size like this. But I'm sure like if you went to a specialty store like a Mariano's or a Whole Foods, they would have the larger ones. And then you might not have that much left over for your little dip later on. But you can see the shrimp and everything looks good in there. Everything is all juicy. And we get ready to get into this. So, I thank you. All right. This is Kay. You are watching It's Just K1. Unfortunately, the sprouting with the water did not work, you all. So, I didn't have an idea it was going to work, but they didn't really sprout nothing but some water and some dirt at the bottom. Normally, I know in the past when I did this many years ago, a little bit will come out. Now this one has a little teeny bit hanging on the end. Not that one. That's the other one out. This one has a little teeny bit hanging on the end, but you can't see it because it's dirty. So I was at Menards today, Show you some beautiful flowers and plants they have. And while I was there, I said, so since this one didn't make it, and you see it's beautiful, it's still beautiful. And this is just a week after. But as you see what's starting to happen, just like the other one. So I said, in honor of my sister Andrea that passed, I'm still going to try to do something. I made a promise that I will try to buy something that grows, not mold or mildew. So while I was up in Menards, I also saw some plants that are very small. They won't get big, because that's the thing. I don't want something with a whole lot of maintenance. So while I was there, I ran into something called I forgot, but I'm going to tell you the name later. Welcome to the family. This one will be called Chance, because I took a chance on it. I forgot the name of the plant, but I'll insert that later. This is okay. This doesn't have to be watered a lot. It doesn't have to have bottled water. It can have regular faucet water. It does need to get light. Light is what makes the leaves change. It's called a fall, whatever. Then I guess it goes through a thing, and then in the summer it'll change to something else. It is small. It's fairly small, you all. So this is the top to that brown pot that I have the dirt in. This is just a little stand that I sit on by my window. So we're going to rock with Chance and see how it goes. I'm sorry about the lily, y'all. It just wasn't going to make it. And like I said, I don't want to have to do a lot of maintenance to it. So we're going to see how this goes. And like I said, going forward, if this doesn't work out with this one, this plant is supposed to last 2 to 4 years. If this doesn't work out with this one as far as light or whatever size or whatever, what's going to come next is one of those plants that I saw that are low maintenance where you don't have to do nothing to it. They were like flat cactuses and flat little something else. And they stay kind of small to medium. They don't get large, and you don't have to repot and all that. But this is Chance, so say hello to Chance. She is beautiful. And it's cute for the fall too. And the sun makes the colors come on and change. So